It's probably the first time the multi-million-earning Anfield superstar has been on Ryanair in a while. But his commitment to being there for Scotland may be best exemplified by Andy Robertson's decision to fly out to Bologna on a plane full of punters on Friday night. The Liverpool fullback travelled to retake his captain's armband after watching the national team's nightmare unfold from the sofa of his folks' house on Thursday. But he shrugged. "I got my hood up and tried to keep my head down. There were about 150 Tartan Army guys on the plane and they were brilliant. They gave me their views, but there was no grief." Image, SNS Group. "I can't question the fans. They go everywhere with us and are different class. They were having a drink and a laugh all the way over. To be honest, I wish I could have joined in." Robertson had one message for them: to keep the faith. He said, "The manager probably feels it worse than anyone and we need to lift him as well as each other. The only way we can do that is to put in a good performance here, to put on a show. We need to win comfortably, to get the 3 points, but more than that we need to get the country back on board with huge games coming up. Hard as Thursday was, we need to forget about it. If lads suffer in terms of confidence from that, it's no good to anyone. I'm guessing there will be changes, but whatever team he picks needs to look forward, not back." Image, SNS Group. "In the Euros last time, we started well. We beat Ireland, drew in Poland, ran Germany close over there, but then weren't good enough later on. In the World Cup group, it was the other way round. We finished really strongly and nearly made it. That's why we have to realize we have 9 games to put things right and get ourselves in with a shout." Robertson has revealed the Scotland camp was at rock bottom when he walked into breakfast yesterday morning. It was a double dose of pain from the defeat and his dental surgery. Turns out he wasn't the only one struggling to raise a smile in the aftermath, though. But he's adamant Scotland's bid to reach Euro 2020 isn't over, and that the first step on the path to recovery is admitting there is one. The 25-year-old, who'll earn his 29th cap when he leads the side out against San Marino, confessed, "The mood was low when I got here." Image, Reuters. Walking into breakfast, there were a few lads who were scared to smile. But it's not the end of the world, no matter how bad it feels right now. It wasn't nearly good enough, but it's up to us to pick ourselves up for this game and 2 crucial games in the summer. If there's a positive, it's that the bad result has come at the start of the campaign and we have got time to put it right. Robertson wasn't feeling that circumspect watching his teammates toil to Group 1 ignominy, paying the price, he believes, for their lack of experience in international adversity. He winced. "I watched the game at my mum and dad's house with my old man and one of my mates. Image, PA. "It was a hard watch, of course it was. I'm not going to sit here and say we were unlucky, because we never showed up. To not have a shot at goal in the first half wasn't good enough. It felt like the boys were maybe a bit shell-shocked at losing a goal so early, and watching it, you were adding up the caps in your head and wondering if this was maybe one of the least experienced Scotland teams ever, at a time when you needed your experienced men to put a foot on the ball and relax." Manchester United star Scott McTominay apologises over Scotland fan snub. "Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. We lost a second goal soon after the first and it all just ran away. It was a double whammy for me, sitting there with a sore face and watching that defeat. But at the end of the game one was straight on the phone saying how much I wanted to be there with them." Robertson's wasn't the only double whammy of the night. Image, SNS Group. His own absence was compounded when Kieran Tierney was forced out injured. The 2 left backs, and arguably the 2 best players in the squad, left a massive vacuum. Graham Shinney tried to fill it, a job he struggled with, but Robertson leapt to his defence. He said, "Graham was really harsh on himself after the game. With me and KT unavailable, he stepped up for his country after 2 or 3 years waiting for the chance he's probably deserved. Andy Robertson defends Scotland no-shows as he hits back at snipers, although he'll be disappointed with the goals that came down his side. You've got to remember that he's pretty much a centre mid now and was thrown in at the deep end over there. Reading his comments, he was obviously devastated, and it's our job to pick him up again, to remind him that he's had a fantastic season and that he'll probably be right in the mix when the awards are handed out. It's only one game and he can bounce back, no doubt about that. I hope he gets a chance in his true position to show Scotland fans just what he can do.